Look, Stella, I know it's not that big of a deal, but if you just look at the chest and how it's placed, based on its shadows and the fact that this particular rock juts out above the water surface, I'm just saying that the chest, it needs to be extremely precariously placed for it to balance without any kind of movement based on the flow of the water. Because if we were, like, look at these. These lily pads, they need to be anchored in place because otherwise they should just be floating off in this direction, like right through there. There has to be like some kind of underwater little cave, tiny cave, the size of like a nickel for the water to escape. Because otherwise, it's just a weird way of having the chest placed, because it's on a very precarious rock based on the shadow. Again, all of it revolves around the shadow, Stella. And I know whoever must have placed this here must have been like insane on another level. And I mean, like, humans, they do some crazy crap, but like, really, to place this, it would be an affront to my duty as a Celestrian on more levels than you can comprehend if I were to open this chest. And I realize someone must have spent an egregious amount of time getting it so perfectly placed. But as a Celestrian, a protector, I am honor-bound, duty-bound, and, you know, bound to open this chest. I'm gonna open it, Stella. Linen gloves. How is it still precariously balanced, even when the center of gravity has been so completely changed? How is it floating? It must be a very buoyant chest. Questions for Apis Major. Anyway, welcome back, one and all. Thionite Blaze, Dragon Quest 9. We are here, once again, playing this game, admiring the fact that the chests are buoyant. This is a carpet. Someone put a carpet with the picture of a stairwell on the carpet on the floor outside, because there is no way I can actually go down these stairs. Oh my god. They're matching. Oh, another box. Are you responsible for the one in the well? Should I talk to you first or take your stuff? Would it be more proper in terms of human manners to loot or talk first? I suppose I should talk to you. You see those two treasure chests over there? Do you know what the difference is between the red one and the blue one? Besides the obvious? No. Well, I'll tell you. Apparently, the red ones can only be opened by the hero of the world they're in. Oh, but the blue one can be opened by anyone from any world. Do the humans know about multiverse theory? I should have read more books about human culture, because if they have access to explosives, access to knowledge about multiverse theory, first thing to do once we get back to the observatory, well, eat some Celestrian food, because like human food, it's not nearly as delicious or as filling. But the second thing, high priority, is reading books about human knowledge, because I feel like in all of my studies, I haven't covered what to do if a human talks about multiverse theory. Even I, as an incredibly powerful, the third-rate Celestrian, or well, not third-rate, but like the third best, because there's like Aquila, or well, there's Apis Major, and then there's Aquila. I forget the other one. Columba? Something like that. She's the librarian. She doesn't really do active duty anymore. I mean, she does have a name, so she's like 2.5, depending on who you ask. But I'm a firm number 3, and I know a bunch of things. Although how people can travel between worlds is beyond me. Okay, so they don't know about multiversal travel. They just know of the concept. Okay, so they only have a conceptual understanding. All right, well, I am the universe, the center of this universe. Lamb's wool. Oh my god, lamb's wool. And a moonwort bulb. Awesome. Barrels, medicinal herb. Can I break all of the stuff? I am the hero of this world, and I can break barrels with my mind. Awesome. Do you have anything else to say now that I've opened the thing? No, I've opened them. I've already opened them. Someone from the multiverse can come in and listen to this guy's tales for the rest of forever. Anyway, stuff to do. What are we doing? I've got no earthly idea. I think Aaron was like, you need to go and help people. So, to helping people we shall go, I suppose? Welcome to Stornway. I'd like to wish you a very pleasant stay, but it's all a bit awkward at the moment. Why? What's going on? Is it the middle of the night? Is that the reason why? We're under threat from a mysterious white knight, you see. We all have to be extra careful, visitors included. Ooh, this sounds like a job for the man with the copper sword and the paper shield. What's in this house? I'm going to familiarize myself with my new domain because this is my domain. Can I talk to the dude in the bed? Zzz. He's impersonating a bee. Is that a federal crime in the Protectorate? I don't actually know. I don't understand how my husband manages to sleep so well at a time like this. Is he not scared of the White Knight? Well, I feel like in the middle of the night, it's as good a time as any to be sleeping. You just have the void. You just have an unceasingly black void in your wardrobe. Like, you don't even have the back of the wardrobe. It is literally just an unending black void. That's kind of spooky. Well, I suppose if they know about multiverse theory, they'll also be capable of at least knowing about pocket dimensions. What's over here? This is so much bigger than Angel Falls. A ghost. I can save your soul. First there was that awful earthquake, and now this business with the White Knight. My wife comes to visit my grave every day, you know. I'm so worried about her that I can't seem to move on to the next world. Well, maybe I can either reassure the wife or eliminate this White Knight. Oh, excuse me, a pot. Aaron's food. Oh, $5. It hits different. It's the closest thing I've gotten to celestial cooking in a hot minute. What do you have to say? Have you heard? The daughter of the incredible entertainer has come to Stornway and set up an inn. Well, yeah, people do that. Well, sometimes people. Well, the long-lost daughter of some random guy who was awarded an incredible innkeeper entertainer award from the king. That probably doesn't happen often because I can't imagine the circumstances are all that common, but are there any good bushes that I can reign supreme over? These are a bit small. I think these should be classified as ankle-high shrubs rather than holy bushes. Is that a ghost dog? Oh my god, is that a ghost dog? Ghost dog. Bow wow wow. Bow wow wow. Bow chicka wow wow. Can I have this? Can I have the shiny thing? What is the shiny thing? A mini medal! Oh my god, mini medals. It's a medal that's mini. Oh, he's sad. The doggo is sad. This is my duty as a Celestrian. Dogs must be protected at all cost. They always, always, always go straight into the arms of the Almighty. Apis Major's first teaching, all pets go straight to the Almighty, no questions asked. Oh god, I can't understand your accent, sir. I'll try. I'm pretty death with the White Knight's gun to jump out to the darkness. I cannot sleep a wink. I cannot understand a single word you've said. Luckily for us, I got used to the Angel Falls dialect very quickly. Oh, is this a store? The sign outside would indicate that this is a store. You'll find weapons and armor that you're not using inside your equipment bag. Well, yes, that's why it's called the equipment bag. Anything you find in a treasure chest or buy in a shop and don't equip immediately will go straight into the bag. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna carry them in my socks. It's a bag of holding, not a sock of holding. It contains weapons and armor for everyone in your party, so it's quite a handy little thing. I have no idea what you're talking about, it's just me. One thing to bear in mind is that you can only sell weapons or armor that are in the bag. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Does that mean I have to buy an entirely new bag? Because if I have to sell stuff in the bag, that would imply I can't take them out of the bag before or after deciding on selling them. I would have to sell them the bag. I'd need to buy more bags, evidently. If you decide to sell something you're wearing, you'll have to strip down and get rid of it before you can talk to the shopkeep, because it's not in the bag. And it's often a good idea to have a quick check that no one else in your party can make good use of an item before you sell it. Just unequip the item, press the Y button, and cycle quickly through the party members and check before getting rid of it. Something tells me that advice will come in handy. That's a metal shield. Do they make shields not made out of paper? That's kind of surprising. There are two of them. You have purple hair. Can I speak to you, purple-haired one? Oh, look at you, darling, bartering away like a professional. Get us some good equipment, won't you? Sure. Can I talk to you? You look like you're wearing a bra. It's pink. I feel like it should be red like the rest of the outfit. Maybe it's just the lighting. Could be the lighting of candles at midnight. It just seems an odd color. Hello, I'm looking after this place. Only the evenings, mind. Welcome to the armor shop. What can I get you? Well, what do you have? I have $729, and I'm curious about what you may offer. Ooh, a scale shield. This is a scale shield made of scales. We stuck them together with super glue, and they're slightly better. 2 points of defense higher than our unsophisticated piece of paper shield. I'm not going to invest in it because 2 points is not super important. A bandana. I don't know if I want to cover up my hair. Defense and magical mending. How much is it? It's $45. What about the hairband? An appealing accessory worn on the head. 2 defense and 2 magic might. Ooh, this one's mending. If I was a healer, I do technically have heal. Magical might is how much damage you do with your magic powers. Magical mending is how much you heal with your magical powers. So be aware of your stats. It's always important to be aware of your stats. Leather hat, mending. Ooh, that's 3 defense. That looks stupid though. I don't want to do that. Wayfarer clothes. That would give me 2 points better. I'm not sure I want to. What else do you have? Leather armor. Ooh, scale armor. A suit of armor with a scaly skin. 9 whole bits of defense. That gives me a lot of extra defense, but it's also insanely expensive. Ooh, chainmail as well. 11 defense. Oh, that's so expensive. It's $540. That would take like all of my things. I think a monk robe. No, it's a training top. I think I'm gonna hold off. I think we're good. You can buy a lot of equipment. Whenever you get to a new town, I do highly recommend you check out their armor shops and your weapon shops, and all of the other shops might come in handy if you want to do a little bit of upgrading. I'm gonna hold off after, of course, we check out the weapon shop, because the weapon shop is probably pretty important. Oh my god, more things to open! And these ones aren't even nearly as precariously placed, so I don't have any kind of reservations. A seed of strength. Oh boy, I can consume that like I do sunflower seeds, and I can get mad gains. Welcome to the weapon shop. Well, what do you have to sell? Copper sword. Ooh, a rapier. That's a good one. Ooh, that would bump me up a lot. That's a lot. That's pretty good. That's a pretty big increase from my copper sword, I will say. A delightfully designed, slim-based sword. That's a good sword. I can't equip lances, so that's not important. I also can't equip daggers. I also can't equip staves. I can equip whips, but I'm not in the mood of doing whips. You also got poles, you also got claws, more fans. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and try my hand at a rapier. That might be pretty. 480 gold, I will take it. Thank you very much. Do you want to equip it right away? Yes, I do. I have equipped the rapier. Nice. Very good. Well, I spent all of my money on a fancy new sword. When it certainly looks fancy. What about you? Do you have anything to say? It was always my dream to have my own house and my own horse. And my dreams finally come true. Only for that wicked white knight to come along and steal my horse. I'm devastated, I am. I will get I am horse retrieval master. I am as familiar with the retrieving of horses as I am with the scraping up of their manure. That is to say, a master of my craft. Can I break this pot? I broke the pot. Another box. Open the box. What does the box contain? A second mini medal. You want to get as many of those as possible for heretofore unknown rewards later down the line. Don't worry about it. Grandma. Why does everyone have purple hair? She fell asleep standing up. Can I get her in bed? Are you good? People say the castle's full of ancient treasures. Ancient treasures? Royal heirlooms? Oh, we have to go to the castle, like, immediately. Maybe that's what the White Knight was after. Did he attack the town? Do you also have unending darkness? You also have unending darkness. I need to install backing panels on all of these people's houses. Can I go in here? I want to find all the stuff. You're wearing a strange helmet. Ah, now it's evening. I can finally have a minute to myself. Well, after you leave. Raising children is hard work. Oh, tell me about it. As a guardian of many human lives for many centuries, I know they come and go with the times. Seeing the looks on their little faces when they sleep spurs you on for the next day, though. I suppose, do you have any small children? Oh my god, they're so small. You're a terrible father, you know. You didn't even take off their boots, or, you know, rest their head on the pillows, or put them under the covers. If I didn't know any better, I would say that they're kind of just either dolls or knocked unconscious. I'm going to have to bring up my concerns with Apis Major. Ah, phew. Please, Princess Simona, will you? Oh. Sweet dreams, oh bold-cutted one. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, oh, it's gone. Is it healthy for human children to mumble in their sleeps like that? I feel like that might be an underlying condition. You might want to go to a child psychologist. Again, I don't know if humans have that. Anyway, let's keep going. I have yet to meet a single person, aside from the ghost, that I should figure out what to do. Aaron wants me to help people, but it seems like no one wants to be helped. Can I get in here? I'm sorry, but no visitors are allowed inside the castle at night. Well, I mean, that's... King Scott has already retired for the day. I suggest you find an inn for the night and come back tomorrow. Well, I mean, Aaron, you own an inn, right? Can I get, like, one night free? Have I talked to you? That nasty White Knight character came and showed his face here just after the earthquake. An earthquake and a night. Maybe there's some kind of connection. Unless he's massive, I don't think there is. Dynne reads the sign, as is my speciality. A mysterious knight in black armor is terrorizing our town. If anyone is brave enough to fight him, come to the castle. Anyone will do. King Scott of Stornway. I mean, I want to, but you literally turned me away at the gate. Dynne reads the sign, but he's standing on the wrong side of it and can't read what he says. Luckily for us, that's a good thing, because, I mean, if I could read things through signs, I would question my powers. Aaron, can I sleep for the night? Who are you? You're like an actual Celestrian. Because you got the halo and the wings. Can I borrow them? Can I borrow, please? You're able to see me? Yeah, I am. It's a miracle of science, I'm aware. Then you are. Nah, forgive me. Ignore my ramblings. This is surely the hand of fate at work. I am Pavo. I alone dare to cast open the sealed door of fate. Allow me to assist you. I have the power to open the door to other dimensions that only Celestrians may enter. See, this is what we're talking about. The humans, they may know about multiverse theory, but they are not even close to becoming capable of walking through the door to other dimensions. Though it lies through it. Oh, sorry. I'm still kind of flabbergasted over the fact that you're a human, or, well, potentially a human? What are you? You're so strange. Anyway, through it lies worlds that are not our own, where fresh adventures await. Do you desire to know more about the Reportal? No, I feel like I'm kind of hallucinating from sleep deprivation. I'll come back later. Pray, what can I do for you? That's a lot of options. Learn more about the Reportal. Learn more about other worlds. Later. I feel like I need to get drunk and consult the omniscient Celestrian tomes before we do anything with you. Very well. When once more you desire to reach out across the void, I feel like that's a dangerous trip, and make new acquaintances, you need only come to me. Aaron, can you see that guy? He's like sitting on your table. What happens if you put something on that section of table? Would it just be like, would he like phase through it? Would you not be able to? Would you be blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, my brain is short-circuiting over the fact that another one of my kind is just kind of translucent. I mean, he has that same kind of like semi-translucent look that Celestrians have, but he's not glowing blue. I should probably, questions for Apis Major. Who are you? If you hit an enemy with a wand, you can drain some of their MP and use it to replenish your own. Ah, like a mosquito. So they're like the mages of mosquito mages? It's got the alliteration. Sorry, more at top, in my brain, it's Swiss cheese. It's really useful for people whose vocations, I don't know what that is. If they use a lot of MP, like, sorry, do you not know what vocations are? How do you not know what vocations are? They're literally like the class of people. You're a minstrel. How can you be a minstrel and not know that you're a minstrel? Aaron keeps weird company, apparently. Ginny, right? What do you do? Welcome to the Rainbow's End Gold Bank, protecting the hard-earned cash from those pesky monsters. Leave your money with us and you can travel light without the worry of losing half your fortune if a battle goes badly. We deal in units of 1,000 gold coins for deposits and withdrawals alike, and we don't charge a penny in handling fees. Well, how do you make money then? Because I feel like if my local inn is going to run some kind of like banking side hustle, I feel like the inn can only get you so far in terms of, like proceeds and profit. You don't seem to have any money deposited with us at the moment, Dynne. How can I help? I know you said in increments of 1,000, but will $1 shy of a quarter of 1,000 be enough to secure a deposit? I'm afraid it doesn't look as if you have enough money at the moment to make a deposit. All right, well, apparently less than a quarter of $1,000 is not enough, unfortunately. All right, fine, bye. Erin, can I rent a room? Oh, I really should have checked her prices before I went and bought this fancy sword. Thanks for your patience, Dynne. We're fully up and running now and ready for business. If you ever want to stay or if you got some spare time to help bring in customers, just let me know. You want, again, am I going to get paid for bringing in customers? I want to stay at the inn, please. View the guest book? What is the guest book? This is the guest book. It shows who's staying here at the inn at the moment. Am I allowed to see this? I feel like this kind of goes against some kind of normal bigness practice. No, language. Firmly out the window. Business practice. It's probably not good for, the customer to check this out. You can use it to check the occupancy of the royal suite so you can accommodate new guests or ask that they leave if need be. I have the power to kick people out of the inn, evidently. I feel like that's fully taking advantage of privileges that I don't necessarily think I should have. The entire inn is empty. Erin, the inn, it's empty. Erin, I have questions that need answers. It's empty. What can I do? Well, I want to stay at the inn. I'll give you a special staff rate. Naturally. Of course, we are the bestest of friends. We are BFFs. That's what humans do, right? BHFFs, best human friends forever, because we are both humans. Well, I mean, I am in the guise of a human currently. Welcome to the Quester's Rest. You must need somewhere to rest your weary head after being out so late at night. At your behest. A room for the night equals 3 gold coins. Wow, that's super cheap. I would have expected that to be way more. How do you make money if a single night's sleep costs $3? I shelled out nearly $500 for this sword. I appreciate the cheap prices, but Erin, I feel like you can bump those numbers up. 3 gold? That's rookie numbers. Have a good rest. Well, rest I shall. That is the ultimate goal. A good night's sleep. Still getting used to it, not having wings. Good morning, Dynne. Did you sleep well last night? I certainly did indeed. Oh, good. I wish you a very pleasant onward journey. Can I get breakfast? Isn't that a thing that humans do, like bed and breakfast? Because I got the bed, and now it's time for the breakfast. Patty, what do you do? Guess it's time for me to show you what that's words out of my mouth, my dear. Hey there. Did I welcome you to my Patty? No, party. Sorry, your names, you can't give me words that sound very similar and yet are different because my brain will explode. All right, let's take this from the top. Hey there, did I welcome you to my party planning place already? This is the place to hook up with new party members. Do you mean hook up in the sense that I believe you might mean it? Because if that is the case, again, humans are not my preference. Call up a friend, recruit a friend, part with a friend. Do I have friends? Can I call up a friend? Let's see who we've got waiting in the wings. Who'd you like to call up, honey? Salvador? Nelly? Ada? Others? Who is others? Oh, you're looking for someone different. You better apply for the kind of guy or gal you're after then. Just do that and you'll be able to hook up with them anytime. You want to apply now? I remember. Okay. My brain is firing at all cylinders, and I know what this is. I read about this in the training manual. All Celestrians have to memorize before they're ever allowed to leave the observatory. That's the name of the place. Sorry. The amnesia. It's crippling. This is the thing that allows me to recruit extra party members. Oh, this is how I recruit helpers, partners, companions. Ah, got it. Okay, Patty, I know exactly what this is about. I'm gonna say no right now, and the reason is I need to think about who we need. We need to think about an appropriate team composition. If I have learned anything from Aquila, it's that team composition is key when it comes to adventuring. He has seen many animes, many shows, and many movies that cover exclusively the topic of team composition. It's for such a important, weighty decision, we need to think exactly and thoroughly. So again, not right now. Let me tell you who's hanging around. Yeah, we've already covered this. I will hold off on that. I will give a firm thought, and I will think things through religiously. Because, Celestrians, it's what we do. We're the religious folk. Well, while you think about things, thank you for dropping by. My door's always open if you want to hook up with some new faces. I don't know, putting it like that, in that kind of terminology, like hooking up, I feel like that gives the wrong idea. See, if you had just said, you want to hire some companions, I would have been like, that's what this is. I had to infer based on, the empty guest book and everything else. Anyway, now that it's day, maybe we can go inside the castle. Wow, it's sunshine out. I haven't seen sunshine in 30 days. There I was, thinking all was well, now that the landslide's gone, but it's just one thing after another, honestly. What's the problem, you're asking? Just take a look at that sign there and you'll see. We've got an even worse situation on our hands now. What, the sign? Oh, the White Knight thing, right, the thing that's on the sign. Of course. Well, again, I'll take care of it. I bought a fancy new sword. See that castle over there? That's where Princess Simona lives. Princess Simona is really pretty. You should really try and meet her. Well, I suppose I don't actually have a metric of beauty standards for humans. I mean, the beauty standards of Celestrians? Man, the amnesia. My brain, child, if you ever bonk your head, you need to seek immediate medical attention because I fell from a very high place and my brain, it just doesn't work anymore. It's a miracle I can still breathe properly. State your business, wanderer. Oh, are you here about the sign asking for someone to rid us of the Dark Knight fellow? I thought, are you guys going up against Batman? Because, if I've learned anything from Aquila's movie binges, I don't think even I, as a Celestrian of immense manure shoveling prowess, would be able to take on Batman. I'd have to catch him unawares, give him no prep time. I need to consult with the king. It would depend on the price. In that case, you better go inside the castle and find out more about it. Can you get out of the way? Hoo-ha! Glad to thank you, gentlemen, for letting me through. Doors! I can open doors. Wow, this is an actual castle with actual tiles. There is not nearly as well put together as of the observatory, of course, but now that I have gained access to the royals' chambers, I'm going to find all their boxes. Let's explore. Is there any boxes? Well, these are boxes, but they're not the good kind of boxes. Do we have any good boxes? This is their jail cell. Right, humans have prisons. Brought me some food, ha you? Sure? You didn't have a thing with you. Anyway, bile your head, you liar. Are you in jail because you can't talk? Do humans jail people just because their language skills are subpar? How barbaric. Can I get in here? The door is locked. Can I get it? It's probably wise that I don't try and breach their prison system. You've done your well finding your way here. I'll tell you a wee fact to make it worth your while. Somewhere in Stormway Castle there's an ancient necklace, worth a wee bit, I'd wager. Apparently it was brought here by the princess of some kind of kingdom or other when she came here to get hitched. What does that mean? Hitched? God, the dialect of these people. I understand why they were thrown in prison because, you can't understand them. And anyone you can't understand needs to be thrown firmly and quickly into jail because, otherwise they'll breed and contaminate other people. What's down here? I'm still looking for boxes. Oh, this is the training place. Oh, wow. They actually have... Oh, boxes. They have more weapons than even the Celestrians do. For what reason do humans need to arm themselves so completely? Another mini medal. I can put that in my sock. This is locked? Unacceptable. Don't you know who I am? Why is your chests... Dude, your chest is locked. I need to gain access. Charge! Take that, you no good white knight. This is for defeating the Colonel. This is for causing the king grief. I feel like... And this is for stealing that horse off my father. Oh, I met your father. Is he the dude? He's the dude in the armor shop. No, the weapon shop. Dude, I feel like that's not proper form for when it comes to dealing with, enemies. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. That's probably something you need to work through yourself. What's out here? I wonder. Will we ever get around to getting to where we need to go? No, because how else? I need to steal everyone's gold and... Ooh, barrels up there. I need to get to barrels. There's another staircase we can get to, can't we? Yes, I am aware. Oh, and many bookshelves. We're going to plunder so many things. Can I get in here? You're blue. Why are you blue, sir? You're a traveler, aren't you? The name's Angus. Like the beef. Well met, good Sir Angus. As you can probably tell, I'm a castle guard. What gave it away? I'm glad you came along, actually. I need a little favor. What kind of flavor? Flavor? Angus flavored? Smoked. Because that's what, well, as Celestrians, that's how we cook our burgers at the very least. Applewood smoked burgers. Oh, you cannot beat it. Could I get you to bring me a medicinal herb, an antidotal herb, and a moonwort bulb as soon as you can? I believe I have all of them. Will you put yourself to the test to fill this man's most generous quest request? Yes, I will. Number 5, the herb list. A soldier called Agnes has asked you to bring him one of each of the following: a medicinal herb, an antidotal herb, and a moonwort bulb. He can be found upstairs in Stornway Castle. That is absolutely correct, my dear humble viewer. This is an RPG, and what is an RPG without side quests? There are a lot of side quests. Whether or not we'll be doing all of them is currently unknown to me. However, I will be doing my level best to be doing as many of them as possible. I don't know, as I literally just said, whether or not we'll do all of them, but as a provisional goal, I think I might try. Anyway, yes, I will accept your most humble of requests. Brilliant! A medicinal herb, an antidotal herb, and a moonwort bulb, then one of each. It's all I need. Thanks a lot. You've acquiesced to the quest? Herb list. Awesome. Do I already have everything? You can now access the quest list from the Battle Records menu. And as much as I would hesitate going into my head anymore because, you know, Stella's in there and the wallpaper. Wallpaper, pink. You can check the details of a quest on the quest list whenever you'd like. If a quest is proving a little too tricky, you can always give up on it for the moment and try again later. That is correct. There's no time limits. You can do them whenever you want. Do I already have all the things? You've got everything I asked for. Let's have it then. Give Angus the medicinal herb, the antidotal herb, and the moonwort bulb? Absolutely. I have no use for them myself at the current moment. Thank you ever so much. You've really helped me out here. Have this for your trouble. Dynne receives a Gleben Groat. I do not recognize any of those words. Sorry, but I can't tell you what I'm planning to use it all for. I might need to ask you for a future favor again sometime. I hope you'll be able to help me out. Success! Cleared. Perfect. Apis Major himself has played a little jingle in my head. Either that or Stella has gotten access to the universal radio, and that is terrifying. I have transgressed this finessed quest. It's perfect and completed. Do you have anything else to say? Oh, hello again. Thanks for your help last time. I don't mean to sound rude, but it's been 30 seconds and I've already ran out of pot. I need you to go get more. I'd rather you don't ask what I needed it for. I may well ask, oh, well, apparently you don't have any more quests. You good? I still can't believe it. It's so embarrassing. How can that white knight fellow have beaten us all single-handed? He just appeared out of nowhere. You'd think it was he. Sorry, brain damage. Trust me, friend. Take your time. I absolutely understand and sympathize. If there's anything I am more than willing to give slack to humans for, it's severe brain trauma. You'd think if he was that strong, we would have heard rumors about him. What about you? You seem like you're in trouble. I can't believe they put me in a bed next to the Colonel. I'm so lucky. Was that the Colonel? It looks like he's wearing a mining hat. Anyway, what the hell is a Gleben gloat? Or Gleben groat? I don't even know. Everyday items. The bag. Is it in the bag? The Gleben groat. It's a coin with no practical use, which will fetch a pretty penny if sold. So you just gave me $100. You gave me 100 gold coin. Okay, well, fair enough of a reward, I suppose. What's out here? Can I break those barrels? I really want to break those barrels. Barrels. More medicinal herbs. Nice, but no money. I can't. Oh, this is a trap. I got the barrels and nothing else. Let's go up a floor. One more floor, and then we can go talk to the king, because I feel like it'll be a distraction into and of itself. Blast that no good knight. When I see him this time, he won't know what hit him. He probably will. If you manage to get a hit on him, he'll probably know, based on the fact that there'll be a hole in his chest the size of a cannonball, because he was hit by a cannonball, given the fact that you operate the cannons. I feel like it's a simple thing to infer what happened, or what hit him, if there's a cannonball-shaped hole in his chest. Anyway, where's the king? I need to figure this out. We'll explore, well, old men. The balding old men. I feel the need to talk to you. There was a huge crest on that black armor the White Knight was wearing. Wait, was he white or was he black? Because, like, one dude said he was made of shadow. You're saying he has black armor, but his name is the White Knight. I feel like this entire thing is very confusing. I'd say it was probably a royal crest from some kingdom or other that I've never seen before. I've certainly never read about it either. Can I break your pot? $12. Nice. I can't believe I just robbed... Well, I mean, it's a king. They probably have enough gold. I saw underneath the White Knight's mask. He's a corpse. That, I would firmly believe, is the brain damage talking, because corpses aren't alive. Even as a Celestrian, I know corpses aren't alive. You can either be alive or a ghost. You can't just be a living corpse. Although, Aquila would say otherwise, because he's seen some stuff. Can I go out here? I can. Wow. Are you the king, or are you some kind of... I don't even know. Stornway Castles has a rich history. We can't possibly afford to let it be destroyed by a single pesky knight. Something tells me you aren't the king, dressed in finery though you may be. Dynne examines the guardian statue. Oh, right, maybe I should consult with the guardian of this place. They might have some advice. Into it are carved the words, Tucana, guardian of Stormway. I have never heard that name before. Are they keeping guardians secret from me? I need to have a word with Aquila, because I feel like... Are they better than me? They can't be better than me. There's no way they'd be better than me. I'm number 3. Dynne examines the guardian statue. Cygnus, guardian of Storm. This place is so big it has 2 guardians? Where the hell are they? They're extremely lax in their duty if they're just going to allow this White Knight guy to prance about knocking people on the head, bonking their noggins, and giving them all brain damage. I need to have a chat with them. Oh, Simona, how many more times do I have to tell you you're not to go and see him? And how many times do I have to tell you, Father, the White Knight keeps coming to town because he's looking for me? Don't you see? If I go to him, then everyone in Stornway can go about their lives in peace again. You're being ridiculous, lassie. Do I look like the kind of man who'd sacrifice his daughter to that nefarious knight? But Father... Hello, I am here. I am here to deal with the White Knight dude. You put a posting out on the local town square board, the bulletin board out in the town. And I'm like, maybe I could help. I apparently have to help people, so that's the current quest. We have a visitor. No more of your blathering. You there, approach the throne. Yes, sir. Sire, sir. God, I really should have read up on human cultural and terminology, because, like, what if I make a fool of myself? I'll bring disgrace upon my lineage. I am King Scott, master of this castle and monarch of Stornway. Did you come here because of the sign down in the town square? Believe it or not, I absolutely did. You did. That is what I just said. Apparently you're one of those kings that have to either reiterate everything they say for dramatic effect, or you're the kind that's deaf, and I know which one I'd prefer to deal with. So you're gonna help us defeat that no-good White Knight character. Apparently this is what I have gotten myself roped into. Crivens. Oh no, is this another one of those elf-speak terms? I don't understand. I need to find a dictionary. I wonder if Aaron has a dictionary. You want to take up the challenge to defeat the White Knight? Tell me your name, laddie. Dynne, is it? Well then, Dynne, you'd better listen to what I have to say. Obviously, I have good reason for asking a passer through to defeat this no-good knight. You see, I would never want to put my own men and women loyal to the throne out there in the wilds of the world at risk against such a nefarious foe. They've already given too many good men and women brain damage, and I can't suffer the thought. It keeps me awake at night. My people, my loyal subjects, getting brain damage from no good White Knights. That's why I've conscripted you. You are not allowed to leave the city unless you're going to make an attempt at the White Knight's life. And if you try and escape, I will have your head. You see, this puttock... What? That puttock only came and infiltrated my castle to try and snatch away my daughter. That seems like a nefarious plan by a nefarious individual. He's had the nerve to demand that she be delivered to him at Loch Storn by a certain time. I'm convinced that it's some kind of fiendish trap. I reckon he's trying to weaken my castle defenses by having me send my soldiers to the loch with her. Then he'll attack. That seems like a strategic plan, especially with the advantage of a surprise, a sneak attack even. He'd be able to take down 3, 4, maybe even 5 if he was powerful enough. That would be, that would be the strategic play. Luckily for you, King Scott, sir, sire man, awesome boss man, sir, I am a Celestrian, even though you don't know what that is and won't believe me if I said that. I know how to reverse traps. I can spring the trap on the dude, because with advantageous, prescient knowledge of the fact that I am walking into a trap, I can reverse engineer said trap and lay a trap of my own, a bigger trap. It's like stepping in front of a bear trap while wearing, fully steel anklets. That way, the bear trap will snap itself in half because of the anklets. And then when he tries to come and check me out because he's like, oh, the bear trap activated, score. That's when he'll step into my bigger bear trap and it'll be perfect because then I can get his ankles and then I'll attack. That's why I wanted to employ a likely lad such as your good self instead. Like I said, I have this plan all worked out. I just need a few steel ingots to make the bear trap. Oh, Father, you can't possibly ask a stranger who's just passing through the place to do such a thing. I willingly came up here of my own volition, Madam, Your Grace, Highness, Princess, Your Ladyship. I am here of my own will, because, again, Celestrians, we have free will. No, I will not let that ruffian get the better of me. It's very sad, Father, very sad that you won't even slightly consider my feelings on this. Oh, she's gone. Ugh, I'm sorry about that. My lass likes to do the right thing, and she seems to think the right thing is to go up there and meet him. Anyway, Dynne, I'd be much obliged if you could head over to Loch Storn and make sure he's not up to any trickery. Trickery. Is he number 1? Curiosity. I must answer these questions, and I will, but not right now. Again, I need to get that bear trap sorted. If you cross the bridge north of town and keep heading north, you'll find yourself at the loch before too long. Be sure to give him a good thrashing if you find him, won't you? Just pummel that fiend into the ground. Naturally, there'll be a broad reward waiting for you when you get back. I'm putting all my hopes on you, Dynne. Yes, sir, boss man king, sir. I will succeed as soon as I can find myself some new clothes, potentially. Or a shield that's not made of paper. Or, as soon as I break the barrels. Oh, antidotal herb. Can I explore better places? I must find... Ooh, shrubs. I can't touch these shrubs. These are apparently the royal shrubs. Can I get in here? The door is locked. Why is this door not nearly as ornamented as every other door? Or, well, the ones below. This one is not as ornamented. I suppose that poses a different question. Are you a corrupt king, putting all of your money towards frivolities and the aesthetic of your castle, squeezing out every gold coin from the pockets of your progeny? No. Servants? Squires. Servants. I don't know the proper word. What's up here? I want to read at least one bookshelf book. Because those are the best kind. Can I break the pots? Break the pots. $5 more. Oh, $16 more. That's a lot of dollars. The princess has been ever so down in the dumps since the White Knight turned up. She hardly manages to eat a thing. I suppose I can hardly blame her. He seems to have taken a worrying interest in her, you see. I must intervene. Can I get in here? Are you the queen? You're Queen Scott. Why is your bedroom on the ground floor? I would have thought that the queen's quarters, because, alliteration, they would have been, really high up in a tower. I've read one too many books, haven't I? Oh, you're gonna cave Simona. Save Simona. I'm not gonna put her in a cave, ma'am. Oh, right, of course. You're going to save her then, I take it, by fighting the White Knight? Yes, I am, believe it or not. How brave of you. I'm moved to tears. I really am. I don't know how to thank you enough. A lot of gold? I do. That's a big bed. That is a massive bed. You could, if I laid down flat, you could fit, another 2 Celestrians, one on top of each other before we even hit the pillow. That's insane. That is a massive bed. And why do you have a flower just right there? I mean, this is a good place for flowers, but, there should be one here and then, a table here. Humans clearly do not have a good sense of aesthetical feng shui. Cotton gloves. Oh my god, I'll definitely put those on at some point. There's no books of interest. Wow, not even the Royal Library has interesting books. That's both shocking and not shocking. Not even close to being shocking enough for me to be like, what's out here? I'm curious. Maid. I saw that White Knight with my own eyes, He was certainly big and scary, but he didn't look like he intended to harm anyone in the castle. The only ones he hurt were the soldiers who tried to chase him off. I mean, he gave them permanent brain damage. No, I can't claim this one. This is more of a tree than a shrub. Don't worry. Sorry, I get distracted by foliage easily. I'll save everyone from the White Knight. Oh, a dude. What are you doing down here? Did I climb down the rope? Am I gonna have to climb up the rope? There's no boxes in here. What are you doing down here? The earthquake created a kind of crevice, and I can see something on the other side that looks a bit like a room. It's a bit too narrow to get through, though. I don't suppose you could bring me a slime drop, could you? The name's Hamish, by the way. You've received a request. Will you put yourself to the test? I absolutely will, with quest number 7, Curious Crevice. You met a bit of a ruffian called Hamish down in the Stornwell Castle. And he was in a well and he asked you to bring him some slime for some reason. He seems to think he can use it to squeeze through the narrow gap. Will you accept this most perilous of requests? I absolutely will put myself to the ultimate test. Oh, someone I can rely on at last. Slime drop it is then. I'll be waiting here. You've acquiesced to the quest, a most curious crevice. Welp, if I ever kill enough slimes that I can coalesce their remains into a slime drop for you, I certainly shall. Maybe I should go tell Aaron about all of this, because I feel like I have far exceeded the scope of my ability for a simple mission. all Aaron wanted me to do was just be like, yo, Dynne, go ahead and help some people while I set up the shop. And now I'm like, yeah, I kind of got roped into a quest of vengeance to protect the king's princess daughter, and I'm like, I gotta go kill a dude apparently, and I'm like, he wants me to beat him into the dirt. I feel like that's an extreme measure to take. We'll have to see, though. Stella, oh god, she's back. Oh, hello, my schizophrenic nightmare. This White Knight character is causing everyone a bit of grief, isn't he? Could be our chance to get in a bit of good deeding. Can we just call it do-gooding and say nothing more? The Almighty will be chuffed to pieces if we manage to make this lot thankful and get ourselves plenty of benevolence. I'll take your word for it on what the Almighty wants, because again, I am firmly of the mind that you've never spoken to the Almighty, because I feel like if you did, the Celestrians would know that, you know, someone is actually capable of speaking to the Almighty, because like Apis Major, he's tried. Believe you me, he has tried to get the Almighty's attention, and it's been silent. Not a single word, not a syllable, not a crack of the wind. It doesn't even. Trust me, he's tried. Everything's starting to fall into place. Let's go and put that White Knight in his. In his what? In his what, Stella? In his what? Oh, that woman. She comes in, paints my head pink and floral, and then just leaves me in the wake. Doesn't even finish her sentences. Anyway, I am going to end things off on this episode exactly where we started, by looking at this chest and admiring its precariously placed nature and the fact that the lily pads do not move even when I step in them. They're ghost lily pads. They're ephemeral. I understand. I am learning so many things, and not one of them will be useful. And with that, in the next episode, we'll meet some friendly new faces, we'll go kill a dude, pound him into the dirt, save the queen and the princess and the king, get rewarded, and move on with our lives. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some benevolence. So, whether you watch this episode for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode, where hopefully we can climb out of this well. I have high hopes.